Hey, good afternoon, traders. It's March 18th, about 3:45 Eastern Time. I'm Daniel, and this is the view from my Vantage Point. We're going to take a few minutes to walk through Vantage Point. We're going to look at the S&P 500, the Dow, and Light Sweet Crude Oil. And I think the question that's trending right now on Light Sweet Crude Oil is, how low will it go? Well, I'll tell you what Vantage Point is saying in just a moment. First, let's look at the S&P 500. Now, the S&P 500 is up today. The Dow is up today. I think most of the indexes are up today. And I'll show you exactly what Vantage Point was saying about those yesterday. Better yet, the day before. So we're looking at a chart of the S&P 500. You see a blue line and you see a black line. The blue line is a proprietary predicted moving average that's generated in Vantage Point by using that intermarket analysis. That's right, people. Vantage Point is doing global market analysis, and it's determining which markets around the world are going to influence the price of the S&P 500. Once Vantage Point has determined that out, it can figure out which direction it's going to push it and to what degree. That's how that blue line is created. That's patented technology, folks. So if you have any questions about it, let us know. We'd love to walk you through the details of those patents and that information. Now, you also see a green line on the chart. This green line down here goes along with the 1 and the 0 on the left-hand side of your screen. It is an oscillator. It's only going to be in 1 or 0. Now, you can see right here, here, all the way down. This was in the 0 position for quite some time. Now, one of the keys to Vantage Point, and the key that you're always looking for, is when did that blue line cross the black line? That was here on this day. The first thing you're going to do when you see that crossover, because you can see it happen right there between those 2 days, that means you saw it here, you want to look down at that neural index. The fact that the green line is down in the 0 position, that's telling you that this index is expected to go down. Now, this was back on, February 27th. Vantage Point predicted this to go down, and it has gone down ever since, right up until you see the blue line cross above the black line. You see it cross there. You could get out of your position there. Let's see. Vantage Point forecasted this to go down. The S&P went down 65 points, as a matter of fact. And you can see that if you're trading the full-size contracts at $16,000 in profits, that's a 65-point drop in 11 trading days predicted by Vantage Point. Now look at this. The blue line crossed above the black line, like I say, right here on this day. Let me move that over for you. There's a crossover. The neural index is at a 1. Vantage Point is saying this is going to start going up. And from that prediction on forward, it's gone up 22 points there. I think it's up 20 points or something today. I haven't checked in the last few minutes. But Vantage Point could have helped you pick up another 40-plus points right there in the S&P 500 with accurate predictions that are up to 86% accurate. On top of that, you can see that there's a predicted high and low predicted out here to the right. There's a high, there's a low. This is Vantage Point predicting where this index is expected to be today. Now, it's not going to be dead on point, but look at that. You've got a higher high telling you to expect some upward movement from yesterday. You've got a neural index and a 1, and the blue line is above the black line. All these indications are saying that this was going to be an up day, and that's what's played out so far. Same thing with the Dow. Looking at the Dow, you've got the crossover. The blue line went below the black line. You could have shorted that position, and if you shorted the Dow and you went crossover to crossover, you see it that day, so you go to the next day. Look, it's this simple, folks. 260-point, 268-point move right there in 9 trading days that you could have picked up if you had Vantage Point. Now, on top of that, you can see that Vantage Point forecasted this to go up on the 16th of March. Right there on that day, the neural index gave you that confirmation. The blue line is above the black line. Vantage Point is saying that this trend is expected to go up, and it has gone up pretty substantially today. So you could have jumped into that position and made a lot of profits using these forecasts. And it's the same with Light Sweet Crude Oil. I said the question right now for Light Sweet Crude Oil is how low will it go? So if you look at this, the blue line crossed below the black line way back here on the 1st of July. I know it was the 1st of July because we were talking about it, and it went down ever since. It went down dramatically, and since Vantage Point forecasted it down, you could have held one position all the way down. Look at that. Right there, 53 bucks, $53,000 per contract, right there, one trade with Light Sweet Crude Oil. Now, of course, you can see the latest move. Let me zoom in for you so you can see what's going on lately. Right there, the blue line crossed below the black line on the 20th of February. The neural index was down in a 0. So Vantage Point is saying this is expected to go down, and it's been going down for weeks, probably close to a month. Let's look. 17 trading days, it's gone down $7.38 right there. In 17 trading days, you could have recouped your package just in the last couple of weeks trading one contract on light sweet crude oil. The question, what does the right side of the chart say? Well, you see it. The blue line is below the black line. The neural index is down in the zeros, saying currently there's still more weakness. You got a higher predicted high than yesterday's actual high, saying, you know what? There might be a little bit strength in a downtrend. No reason to get out of that position if you're using this information to trade the markets. VantagePoint is saying this overall trend is expected to continue going down. With information like that, there's no reason why you can't make money. Give us a call today. Look through the videos in your blog. Ask the questions you need to ask because there is no reason to wait.